Good day, future teachers. Welcome back to our virtual review on licensure examination for teachers, specifically for general mathematics. Today, I am going to discuss the solution and answer of the practice set given to you during the second part of my lecture on fundamentals of mathematics. Please click the link on the description below to view the previous lecture and to download the practice set. We are going to consider now the first problem. One half of the students in the school are girls. Three-fifths of these girls are studying in lower classes. What fraction of girls are studying in lower classes? So we do not know the number of students in the school, so we represent that one as n. So n is the total number of students. Now, one half of this total number of students are girls. So the representation should be 1/2 times n. So these are the number of girls. And for 1/2 n, 3/5 of these are studying in lower classes. So your representation will be 3/5 times 1/2 n. And if you are going to simplify that, we're given 3 times 1 is 3, 5 times 2 is 10. So 3 over 10, all the total number of students are studying in lower classes. So the fraction of girls who are studying in lower classes is 3 over 10. That's the final answer. Okay, so next problem is find the value of 56 divided by 14 plus 24 minus 28 divided by 7 times 7. So we are going to use the MDAS for the multiplication or division and addition or subtraction from left to right. So since nauna yung division dito, we are going to divide first. So 56 divided by 14 plus 24 minus 28 divided by 7 times 7. So 56 divided by 14 will give us 4 plus 24 minus 28 divided by 7 is 4 times 7. Then after that, we proceed to multiplication. So 4 plus 24 minus 4 times 7 will give us 28. And we know 4 plus 24 is 28 minus 28. 28 minus 28 will give us 0. Final answer is 0. Okay, so we have problem number 3. Each section of a fence is 6.5 meters long. How long is this fence if it has 8 sections? So in this particular problem, what we are going to do is just to multiply the length of a fence to the number of sections. So we are given 6.5 multiplied by 8. Now, it is better if we are going to change this to improper fraction. So the improper fraction of 6.5 is 6 times 2. Okay, 6 times 2 plus 1 equals 13. So 13 and then copy the denominator 2. So 6.5 is equivalent to 13 over 2 and then multiplied by 8. Now in this case, we need to simplify first before you multiply so that we deal with a smaller number. 8 can be divided by 2 and it will give us 4. So that's the time you can multiply now. 13 times 4 is equal to 52. So in other words, your final answer should be 52 meters. Okay, so number 4 problem. Find the value of negative 3 squared plus 2 times open parentheses 2 cubed minus 3 times 2 close parentheses. Now please take note that there's a difference between negative 3 squared without parentheses and negative 3 squared with a parentheses. They are not equal. Negative 3 squared here is negative 1 times 3 times 3. That means this is negative 1 times 9 or simply negative 9. Whereas here, negative 3 squared means negative 3 times negative 3. So since they are both negative, the resulting product will be a positive number, and that would be positive 9. So they are not equal. So we should be careful with this. So in this case, this can be equivalent to negative 3 squared plus 2 times. Okay, so we need to simplify first inside the grouping symbol. So we know 2 cubed is 8 because that's 2 times 2 times 2 minus 3 times 2 is 6. So this will be equivalent to 3 squared plus 2 times 2. So this time we are going to get the square of negative 3 or the square of 3. So that would be negative 9 plus 4. And negative 9 plus 4 is equal to negative 5. So this is now your final answer. Okay, so number 5 problem. The carpenter wanted 3 pieces of wood, each 1 and 5 over 8 feet long. If he planned to cut them from a 6-foot piece of wood, how much of the piece would be left? So we assume that this is a 6 feet or 6-foot piece of wood. Okay, so yeah. And then we want to cut 3 pieces. Each piece is 1 and 5 over 8 feet. So 1, 2, 3. So this will be 1 and 5 over 8. This is also 1 and 5 over 8 and 1 and 5 over 8. Okay? Now the question is, how much of the piece would be left? Meaning we want to find the value or the measurement of this remaining piece of wood. So in order to do that, we need to get the sum of this piece of wood. Okay, or you can say multiply 1 and 5 over 8 by 3 since they are just the same or equal. So that means you are given 1 and 5 over 8 times 3. So this will be equivalent to change natin ito sa improper. So you are given 8 plus 5, you are given 13 over 8 times 3, understood to be 1 ang denominator nito. So it will give us 39 over 8. Okay, 39 over 8. And then after that, we are going to subtract this to the whole piece of wood, which is 6 feet. So 6 minus 39 over 8. So it's understood to be 1 here. And we use the rule, 6 times 8 is 48. Minus 1 times 39 is 39. All over 1 times 8 is 8. And this is equivalent to 48 minus 39 is 9 over 8. Or you can say this is 1 and 1 over 8. Number 6 problem. Arrange the fractions 1/2, 2/3, and 3/8 in ascending order of magnitude. One solution is to change all the fractions to its equivalent decimal. So for 1/2, we are going to divide 1 by 2. But since 1 cannot be divided by 2, we need to add 0 here. So we think of a number to be multiplied to 2 to get 10. So that would be 5. So 5 times 2 will give you 10. So the remainder is 0. So in other words, 1/2 is 0.5. Then how about 2/3? So 2/3 you are given 2 divided by 3. So 2 cannot be divided by 3, so we need to add 0. Then you put a decimal here. So think of a number to be multiplied to 3 to get 20 or less than 20. So that would be 6. So 3 times 6 will give you 18. So 20 minus 18 will give you 2. So stop muna ako dito. Ano? Marami pa tayong pwedeng gawin dyan. But I would like to stop first doon sa first digit. Because you are given 0.6. Okay? Next is 3/8. 3/8. So I am going to divide 3 by 8. So 8 or 3 cannot be divided by 8. So we need to add 0. But we need to add decimal. So anong i-multiply sa 8 to get 30? It can be 3. 3 times 8 is 24. Sorry, it should be 24. Okay? So 24. Then 30 minus 24 will give you 6. Now, stop muna ako dito. Marami pa yan na pwedeng i-divide. Marami pa yan na decimal dyan. But since we are asked to arrange the fraction, nakikita ko na yung first digit niyan. Doon tayo mag-base. Okay? So, if you notice, the first digit of 1/2 is 0.5. First digit of 2/3 is 0.6. And the first digit of 3/8 is 0.3 or 0.3. So obviously, 2/3 is the largest. Next is 1/2, and next is 3/8. But since we are asked to arrange in ascending order, so we start with 3/8, followed by 1/2, and followed by 2/3. So this is your final answer. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, hindi natin kinumpleto yung pag-divide or pag-change nung fraction sa decimal completely. Like, ang 2/3 kasi is 0.6666. Ang 3/8, I think that would be 375. Okay? So, hindi natin kinuntinyo. Ang kinuha lang natin yung first decimal place. Anyway, from that, ma-observe mo naman na obvious na kung alin doon yung mas malaki. Yeah, like yung 2/3, 0.6, yung 1/2 is 0.5, yung 3/8 is 0.3. So, yun yun. Another way of solving or solving this kind of problem is by using the LCD. Okay, so you are given 1/2, 2/3, and 3/8. So the LCD between 2, 3, and 8 is actually 24. Diba? This is your LCD. So, pwede mong gamitin yon. So, this will be 24 all over 24 all over 24. So, what is 24 divided by 2? Okay, that would be 12. Then 12 times 1 is 12. And what is 24 divided by 3? That would be 8. 8 times 2 is 16. And 24 divided by 8 is 3 times 3 will give you 9. Okay? So, from that, makikita mo na rin, since pare-pares ang denominator, ang mas maliit dyan is 9 over 24. So 9 over 24. Ang susunod mo is 12 over 24. And the other one, or yung last, is 16 over 24. So if you are going to rearrange or to arrange the fraction from least to greatest or from ascending order, definitely, mauuna pa rin yung 9 over 24 or 3 over 8. Susunod doon ang 12 over 24 or 1 half. And yung 2/3. Okay, so same process pa din or the same final answer pa rin. So 3 over 8, 1 half, and 2/3. Okay, next problem is about the repeating decimal. Which is the equivalent common fraction of the repeating decimal 0.12, 12, 12, 12. So from our discussion last time, since ang nare-repeat dito ay dalawang digits, we expect that we are going to divide the repeated digits by 99. And that would be 12 over 99. And 12 and 99 are both divisible by 3. So 12 divided by 3 and 99 divided by 3. So yun muna, 12 divided by 3 is 4. 99 divided by 3 is 33. So therefore, your final answer must be 4 over 33. That means, ang equivalent ng 0.12, 12, 12, and so on sa fraction is 4 over 33. Number 8 problem, calculate 4 and 1/4 minus 2 and 4/5 plus 1 and 1/3. So one way to calculate this or to answer this problem is to change the fraction, specifically the mixed fraction, to improper fraction. 4 and 1/4 is just equivalent to 17 over 4. Because 4 times 4 is 16 plus 1, 17. Then copy the denominator. Then 2 and 4/5 is 14 over 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. And copy 5. Plus 1 and 1/3 is 4/3. Then after that, we get the LCD between 4, 5, and 3. Since 4, 5, and 3 have no common factor, you just get the product of the three numbers, and that would be the LCD of the numbers. So 60. 60, if we divide by 4, will give us 15, and then multiply it to 17. Then 60 divided by 5 is 12, multiply it by 14. And then 60 divided by 3 is 20, multiplied by 4. Okay? So therefore, we have now 15 times 17. Now, what is the product of 15 and 17? That's 255. And the product of 12 and 14 is 168. 20 times 4 is 80. All over 60. So therefore, we are now going to proceed. 255 minus 168 is 87. Plus 80 all over 60. Then 87 plus 80 is 167 divided by 60. But we can change 167 over 60 to its mixed fraction. And that would be equivalent to 2 and 47 over 60. So how did you get 2 and 47 over 60? What we are going to do is just to divide 167 by 60. And then think of a number to be multiplied to 60 to get 167 or less than 167. Hindi pwede ang 3 kasi magiging 180 na yan. So let's try 2. 2 times 60 is 120. Then you subtract 7, 4. So less than 16 ang 47. That's why you're given the whole number is 2. 47 is the numerator, or the remainder is the numerator, and then 60 is the divisor. So therefore, this is your final answer. Okay, here is a problem solving. If 3/5 of a roll of ribbon is 42 feet, how long is the entire ribbon? So I am going to show you the algebraic solution for this. We do not know the total length of the ribbon, so we assume n be the total length. So the equation is 3/5 of a roll of ribbon is 42. In other words, 3/5 of the total is 42 feet. Okay? So the question is, how long is the entire ribbon? Or we are asked to find the measurement or the value of n. So in this case, we can actually multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 3/5, which is 5 over 3. Ito rin, 5 over 3 din. The purpose of this is you can cancel 5 and then 3 so that what remains is n. Then after that, you have 42 times 5 divided by 3. 42 times 5 divided by 3. So it seems that 42 is divisible by 3. So pwede kong i-divide muna ang 42 by 3. At ang result ko doon ay 14. Ito naman is of course 1. And then you multiply na 14 times 5 will give us 70. So therefore, the total length of the entire ribbon is 70 feet. So this is your final answer. Okay, but there's another way of solving this problem using the diagram. So assuming you are given here the whole, the whole ribbon, and then 3/5, that means you are going to divide the whole ribbon into 5 parts. And 3/5, according to the problem, is 42. That means what we are going to do is to divide 42 by 3. Okay? And it will give us 14. Diba? So in other words, each part here must be 14. So if this is 14, this is also 14. Okay? But how many parts are there in total rather? So we have 5 parts, diba? So what we are going to do is just to multiply 14 by 5. So it will give you 70. So in other words, all in all, the entire ribbon is 70 feet, which is the same as our first answer. Number 10, 3/4 minus 2/3 divided by 5 over 6 minus 3/5. So both are enclosed in parentheses. So what we are going to do is just to work on the inside or the grouping inside the grouping symbol first. So that means by using our rule, 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 4 is 8, and of course you are given the subtraction. 4 times 3 is 12, and then enclose that in parentheses divided by, dito naman tayo, 5 times 5 is 25, 6 times 3 is 18, then divided by 6 times 5, okay, is 30. This is 1 over 12 divided by, this is 25 minus 18, that would be 7 over 30. Okay? Then after that, we use the rule of dividing fraction. So just copy the denominator And then you proceed to multiplication, but you get the reciprocal of 7 over 30, and that will be 30 over 7. Now, if you notice, 30 and 12 are both divisible by 6. So, 30 divided by 6 is 5. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So, your final answer now, just multiply 1 and 5. So, 5. 2 times 7 is 14. So, the answer is 5 over 14. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Please click the link below for the third part of our review. You may leave a comment for clarification and suggestions. God bless and keep safe. Bye-bye.